So as mentioned, we have our students in small groups, and our small group leaders are really encouraged to interact with those students, engage with those students, and try to share life with those students in whatever ways that they can. Primarily that takes place during our programs, but it's also very encouraged that our students are connecting, or our leaders are connecting with students outside of program. So first I want to just kind of tell you how that takes place in a non-face-to-face kind of way, as in through phone calls, text messaging, all that sort of stuff. So non-face-to-face communication by way of text messaging and other social media is encouraged, but for the primary purpose of communication of information or for friendly banter. I know this sounds cheesy, sorry. Social networking is not to be used when communication moves deeper than transfer of information. I know this sounds so lifeless, but if communication moves deeper into deeper areas of meaningful relationship or perhaps counseling type nature. At the beginning of the year, parents will be given the opportunity to grant permission for their son or daughter's small group leader to contact them outside of ministry programming via text messaging, email, and other social networking. This permission is part of our family registration form, which I will show you about in a few minutes. Now, when contacting students via text messaging, email, or other social networking, small group leaders are to we ask them to not text or phone students after 10 p.m. or before 8 a.m. We ask them to try to keep communication in public forums. We encourage them that if communication moves beyond just hanging out, kind of friendly banter type stuff, and moves to a place where that conversation could be a counseling type in nature, or just really more than just communicating information and friendly banter, we ask that our leaders kind of just keep record of that. And we also ask that video conferencing is discouraged unless both parties are in a public setting or a public part of the home. Basically what that means is we really encourage that our leaders are contacting students by whatever means it makes sense to them, with Facebook, Twitter, whatever it looks like. If conversation moves to a place where it feels like it's more than just a transfer of information of what's going on, or just friendly banter, how was your week, that sort of stuff. If there's things that are kind of really deeper and students are wanting to disclose, we just really encourage leaders to still obviously be there for them for that, but just as we all know that it just how communication works better when you can hear intonation of voices and all that sort of stuff, we encourage leaders to pick up the phone and call a student and have a real voice conversation with them about some of those things that they might be wanting to disclose or kind of just share life about. So when it's just kind of here, back and forth, this and that, of course, any medium of communication that makes sense is good for that. But we want to just encourage that if things are moving to deeper places where perhaps voice is a lot more important, that we encourage leaders to take that step and make that happen.